Hey everyone, Amos Belo here. Hey everyone, Amos Belo here. I don't know if the connection went out or not, but today I need to tell you about this one thing that makes all the difference in my clients having success or not having success. So please watch until the end because I want to talk you through this entire process. Okay, this one thing can help create a consistently healthy life for you. So if you want to know how to make this happen for yourself long term by the end of it, then comment below or send me a message and we can talk through it in a more thorough way. But maybe you'll probably agree with me, sometimes our biggest challenge with being healthy consistently is ourselves. We get on our own minds too much. Whenever something goes wrong or we don't follow through, we may feel super guilty or feel ashamed or sad. And the worst of all is judgment of ourselves. So when we judge ourselves, it's almost impossible to feel motivated or happy to go exercise or have movement or eat healthier food options. It's also harder when we judge ourselves in these situations. It's harder to be happy in social aspects. It's harder to enjoy our work. It's harder to enjoy our family life. And so we begin to associate a healthy lifestyle and judgment together. Having a healthy lifestyle means there's going to be negativity, there's going to be judgment. That's how we start associating it. So I want to tell you that you're not being fair to yourself when you do this, because everything we do is a combination of our beliefs about what's true, our behaviors and how we naturally act. And our behaviors and our beliefs are formed from our environment. So not only our environment right now with who we surround ourselves with and our whole situation, but also what we grew up with, what people told us when we were growing up, the way things were, the way our body was, that's our environment, okay? And that creates our beliefs and our behaviors. So those three things combined are now going to create your actions. So that's a heavy hitter. All those things are creating your actions. It's not just because you can't succeed or you have no willpower. And we tell ourselves that a lot of the time. It's because that reality is being created from when you were young to right now, and your environment right now, your beliefs and your behaviors that you've created. So it's not just going to change like that, and it's not because you can't succeed. So now I want to tell you this one simple shift in your perspective that will be extremely helpful in creating a new reality and a lifestyle that you want and great emotional health while you're at it. This makes such a difference in my clients having success or not having success, and it will for you too. So in every situation, here's what I want you to do. In every situation that happens where you would usually judge yourself, I want you to do three things. The first thing is to be aware of when it happens and how you are acting. And now when you are aware of it, the second thing is to have a neutral mindset towards yourself and the situation. So don't allow judgment, don't allow negativity until you realize why it's happening. So the third step is to be curious as to why you decided to act that way. And I'll explain this in a second with a story and an example. But first step, be aware of when you're judging yourself. What's going on? Where are you? What do you see? What's your day been like? How you're acting in that situation. Second is to have a neutral mindset. Don't start judging yourself before you even know why it's happening, why you made that decision. Third step is to be curious as to why you decided to act that way. Okay? So if you do this, you'll be able to find out exactly why you made the choice that you did. And trust me, it's not because you just will never be healthy. You'll never be able to change. You'll never be able to have the willpower. That's not it. If we judge ourselves too soon as well, we're not going to get this valuable information that our cravings are telling us. Our cravings are there for a reason. They're created by our environment and what's going on. So let's find out why instead of just judging ourselves right away and leaving it at that. So usually what my clients find out is that there's so much more to the story. For example, I was meeting with someone who would eat candy at work every single day, she would get upset with herself and just thought that she had no willpower. She had no idea. She just couldn't resist it. That's a fact. That's what she believed about herself. But when she became more aware of when she went for that candy and was curious as to why she craved it so much, she found out some really amazing information that helped her to deal with it and other areas of her life. Okay, so let's look at it this way. She realized that she was bored at work. Whenever she was bored, she would just go straight to the candy. Okay, why was she bored? Well, she was bored because she didn't want to learn more responsibilities at her job. Even though she had the option to ask for more responsibilities or ask to be trained on different things. Okay, why didn't she want to learn more? Well, because she wasn't sure she wanted to be at that job. She wasn't sure that's what she was passionate about, and so she didn't want to waste someone's time training her to learn more and do more just for her to quit and try something else. And then finally, it was stressing her out so much, this situation, that she would go home, cry, be upset every single night with her husband, and then that whole cycle would continue, and then she would go for more candy because 1, she was upset, 2, she didn't like her job, and 3, she wasn't able to confront anyone about it. She didn't know what to do. And so it was easier to just go for that candy. That's what we found out just from her eating candy. Not that she has no willpower or she just naturally makes bad decisions. It's because her cravings were telling her something. So now we're starting to get more of the full story. If you follow those 3 steps of being aware, approaching every situation with a neutral mindset, so you're not clouding it with positivity or negativity or even positivity, and then be curious as to why you decided to act that way, you're going to find out some great information. So in her situation, I'd be eating candy too. That sucks. That was a sucky situation. But those compulsions were so strong because they were trying to tell her that she needed to do something about these challenges in her life and these things that she wasn't addressing. So judging herself did nothing. It just made her feel worse. But when she listened and was curious as to why she couldn't stop the cravings, she was able to make the change and create a new and happier reality, like getting a different job. And then we could do that together. So again, it's really neat. It's actually a good thing that we have cravings. It's a good thing that we have failures, because if we are curious as to why it's happening and why those cravings are there, they'll almost always help us become better and healthier and closer to the best version of ourselves. Okay? It's really neat to have cravings. I get happy when something goes wrong, or if I'm craving a big plate of, Buffalo Wild Wings with nothing else. And I'm going to do unlimited. I'm going to eat until I'm super full and I want to lay on the couch and go to sleep and pass out. It's a good thing that happened because, 1, I can be aware that I'm thinking that before I do it. And then I can say, okay, I'm not mad at myself. Why am I thinking that way? And then 3, I'm curious as to why that's happening. And I'll find out, I worked until 11 p.m. I didn't say I love you to my wife yesterday. I didn't play with my dog. Something went wrong and I got pissed off about it. And that's why I'm craving these wings. Okay, good to know. That's great to know because now I know what to not do in the future. That's valuable information. I can prepare for success in a similar situation. Okay, so that's how it works. This one simple change can make a massive difference in your lifestyle and becoming the best version of yourselves. Please try it out. Let me know how it goes. And if you want to know how you can make this happen for yourself naturally, or if you need more help explaining it, then comment below and I'll get back to you, or send me a message and we can set up a call and talk through this. So thank you for watching. This is good stuff.